Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a great day today. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. Today's video is going to be everything I crocheted in the year of 2024. I started crocheting in the beginning of 2024 in January, and since then I've made a lot of different pieces, a lot of different items, and I just love crocheting. It's one of my favorite pastimes. I love just being able to do something with my hands while listening to an audiobook, watching TV, doing something a little bit more productive while kind of just lounging. And it's really fun to create like cute little pieces, cute little amigurumis, like wearables as well. And I've just really exploded in my love for crochet, and I have been crocheting nonstop since starting in January. So I just wanted to show you guys everything that I have made this past year. If you're new here, hi, my name is Vivian. I'm a robotics engineer. I feel like the stereotype of engineers are just that, like, they're boring, they're nerdy. I might be those things as well, but I also love art. I love crafting. I love makeup, and I feel like that's not super common in the engineering field. So if you guys are interested in any of that type of content, beauty, makeup, crocheting, books, be sure to like and subscribe if you aren't already. With that being said, let's just hop into it. So I don't have everything that I've crocheted with me in person. I have pictures of all the things that I don't have that I'm going to talk about. A lot of the amigurumis I have are at the office, or at my desk at the office. Some of the amigurumis I've also gifted to friends and family. So yeah, let's just start talking about it. Let me grab one more thing. I am going to scoot over a little bit so I can put some stuff up on the screen, like pictures that I need to show you guys. The first thing that I ever crocheted was this little gingerbread man. This is a Woobles kit. My first 3 projects were from the Woobles kits. They were just the easiest to learn from, in my opinion. They also have left-handed instructions, which a lot of the YouTube videos I have watched are right-handed, and it just took me a little bit longer to figure out how my hand was supposed to look from that, like flipping that in my head, versus the Woobles. They just automatically have the left-handed option that you can choose. When I first started getting into crocheting, I just bought the like holiday kit they had that came with the gingerbread man, the elf, and the Santa. I ended up giving the Santa away to my cousin, who was also wanting to learn how to crochet, and then I made the gingerbread man and the elf for myself. The gingerbread man started off really funny. It looks like a potato. It was not my best work. It looked better once I had the embellishments on it and like the arms and stuff like that, but when it was just the body, it was 100% a potato, and I just think it was really funny. I love it. It's my little gingerbread man, and it's sitting at my desk at work. The next item is the Woobles dinosaur. I think it's Fred the Dino is like the official name of it. I also made this. I made it very chunky. I definitely overstuffed it. It has a distended belly, and that's okay. The next thing I made was the Woobles elf. It was the first time like bringing in a new color of yarn and trying to work with that, but that was also really fun. I really like the little pointy hat, and I like the little elf hat it has. I don't think the picture I have shows the elf hat, but it did come with an elf hat, and I just think it's so cute. The next thing I started crocheting were these strawberry granny squares, and at first I was gonna make these granny squares into a tote. I thought that would be so cute to have a tote, like a checkered tote of these granny squares. However, I realized that that would have to be a lot of these granny squares, and I just was not mentally capable, prepared to do that. So instead, I have 8 of these strawberry granny squares, and I'm going to make them into a Kindle cover instead, like a Kindle case instead, so that I don't have to go through all of them, and I don't have to like make 20 more of these strawberry granny squares. I have yet to actually sew them together, as you can see. This has been a work in progress for like almost the entire year. at this point. I think these strawberry granny squares are so cute. I am super proud of these. I do feel like they look like little strawberries. I still think they're cute. I was supposed to also put in like little seeds, but that's not happening. I still think they're cute regardless. And this was before I knew how to actually weave in my ends. So the backs of all of these strawberries look like this. Like I was just putting them wherever to make them like lock in like that, and so they don't look great. I have them. I am going to eventually sew them into a Kindle case one day, but I have yet to do that. I do like these though. I think they're really cute, and I will leave all of the patterns that I used in the description box if I can find them, if they're not the Woobles ones. The first actual piece that I have, the actual wearable I have, is this sweater vest. I made this from a pattern from Hey Hey Crochet, and I'm extremely proud of this work. For my first wearable, for just my first like big piece in general, I think this turned out amazing. I love the sweater vest. It's like a little bit tight on me. I think that my tension is just really tight, and I have yet to learn how to loosen my tension, but I love this so much. I get compliments every time I wear it. I am just so obsessed with the way this looks as well. I think it fits nicely as well. It's like a little bit cropped on me, so I think it's just one of my favorite vests ever. I'm so proud of this one. This will probably always be my favorite crochet piece that I've made, just because it took a lot of time and effort, and I'm just incredibly proud of the work that I did. The back looks a little bit better just in terms of like the stitching in the middle, because in the front I didn't super know how to like make it kind of invisible. I was yarning over in some places, but the back is really cute. The neckline is just like a little bit wonky, but this is the first wearable that I made. I didn't even block this. I probably should, to be honest, but I've worn it enough times that I don't really feel the need to block it at this point. I think it is fine, and it looks fine. The next thing is this flower trinket tray. I originally made this so I could have a place to put my rings on my, like by the door, so that when I come home I can take off my rings and just leave it there. I have since moved this to my fiance's kitchen so that whenever I do the dishes I can take my rings off, leave them there. I don't have to like super be concerned about losing them or them going down the drain or anything like that. So I made this flower trinket tray. The next thing I made was this succulent turtle, and this was a gift for my friend who lives in Texas. I just think the succulent turtle is so cute. I love the turtle. He has turtles as pets and he lives in Texas, so I just thought it was like the perfect gift for him, and I was just really excited to make it. It was really easy to build up. It was my first non-Woobles amigurumi, and I thought it was super cute. I was a big fan. The next thing that I crocheted was actually this bucket hat. This is a checkered bucket hat. This is like my second time playing with like switching colors this often. This built up really quickly. It did not take me long. It fits pretty well. I have just discovered that I do not really like this style of hat on me. If I'm gonna wear a hat, it's probably gonna be a baseball hat. I think the colors of this are really pretty. It definitely reminds me of cotton candy. I just think that this is not a style of hat that I would wear, but I crocheted it, so I still have it. Now my hair's a little messed up from the hat, but that's okay. I think this would be a little bit better if I had made the rim a little bit further out, or like a little bit longer. If I did even maybe one more row, I would like this a little bit more, but this is just not my style. I have it though. I love the colors, and I'm pretty proud of the quality of work this is. Like, I feel like it looks really nice. I didn't mess up anywhere, and I genuinely just think it is cute, even though it doesn't look cute on me. The next thing I made is actually another Woobles kit. This was just left over from the one big Woobles purchase I made. So I made the turtle. Again, I love turtles. This turtle is sitting at my desk at work. I just think it's really cute. I sewed the head on pretty low on the body, so the only way it actually sits is if it's like leaning on the head, and I just think it's kind of funny looking. I love the turtle. It's really cute. It was also pretty simple to make, very similar to the succulent turtle that I made. The shell was just like one round thing instead of a couple. But yeah, really cute, really like it. Pretty easy to make as well. If you're just learning how to crochet, I would definitely recommend a Woobles kit, but I think that once you have 2 Woobles kits under your belt, you don't need another Woobles kit. By like the 3rd one, I knew how to read patterns and can just do it myself. But if you're just starting out, I do think the Woobles kits are extremely helpful. The next thing that I made was this gingham tote bag. So this is the same yarn from the crochet granny squares that I did. I realized that I was not going to make more strawberry granny squares, and so I wanted a way to use up the yarn, and this is what I came up with. This is technically longer than what the pattern I was following said to do. I believe this was also from Hey Hey Crochet, because I wanted it to be able to fit my laptop in here, and my laptop is like a 14-inch MacBook Air or MacBook Pro. I do really like this. I will say it's not like the best tote bag for my laptop because this is just like fabric. There's not a lot of structure in this, and so when I put my laptop in here, it like really just like pulls down and sinks. But I do think this is a really cute tote bag. I think this is perfect for summer, and I just use it like whenever I can. Again, there's not a ton of structure to the tote bag, but I still think it's cute. I still think the colors are cute, and again, I'm pretty proud of the work of the like the changing of colors. There's not a ton of mistakes in here either. I believe there's like one, but eventually I figured it out. But yeah, I really like this. I think it's a cute project, and I would recommend making it. It took me probably about like a month to work up on and off, but I did end up doing probably at least more than half of this in like a week, the week that I was on my cruise. So I really like it. I think it's really cute. I would recommend making it. The next thing that I crocheted was an Appa plushie. For those of you that don't know, Avatar: The Last Airbender is one of my all-time favorite shows. I found this pattern on Etsy, I believe, and I bought it, and I am just obsessed with it. It's a lot of sewing, which I know a lot of people don't typically like in amigurumis, but it wasn't too bad. It ended up sewing on like pretty quickly, and the pieces themselves were pretty easy to make. It just kind of took a long time to sew them, and there were a lot of little pieces to sew on. However, I do love the Appa. It's one of like the most talked about amigurumis I have at my office. Everyone just kind of loves it, and it's a nice like football size, if that makes sense. I think the pattern that I followed used a lot thinner or smaller yarn, or even just like a tighter gauge. So it ended up being football sized, but I love the Appa. It's one of my favorite pieces. I think the Appa is probably the best amigurumi that I have made. It's just my absolute favorite, and I think it does look like Appa. I just think it's really cute. The next thing I made is this tiny Bananasaurus. It's like this big, potentially. This was also a huge hit at work. I don't know why, but one of my friends asked me to make a Bananasaurus for him, and so I did. One thing about me, I love dinosaurs. I hate bananas, to be honest. I don't hate them. They're not my favorite, but I thought it was really cute. It really does not look like a Bananasaurus. I was supposed to use chunky yarn, and I just used like normal yarn like this, so it's literally itty bitty, and I just think it's so cute. The next thing that I crocheted is this tie vest. So I started this when I was in Hawaii, and I ended up finishing it pretty recently in the last like couple of months, but whatever it is, my tension is too tight. I do not fit in this. This is way too small for me. This is like the size of an extra small. I don't know how I even made this like this small. Maybe I just need to block it out a little bit. It is just It's tiny. It does not fit on me whatsoever. It's most likely my tension. I don't know if blocking it out would really help that much because it is like actually way too tall, way too small on me. I think the pattern is really cute. I think the vest is really cute, and I think this would be great like over top like a turtleneck or over like a just like a bandeau top, like a strapless top too. I wish it was bigger. And that's fine because this was the project that I was working on when I was in Hawaii. The next thing that I worked on / completed is this blanket. I made this blanket for my fiance. It is made with like really chunky yarn. It's super soft. My cat loves it. As you can tell from the pictures I chose of this blanket. Super easy to build up. It's pretty much just half double crochets and single crochets and chains. So definitely easy to build up. Lots of loose ends though, to be honest. So that was a little bit frustrating having to like tie those all up. But for the most part, I love the blanket. It's super soft. It's like our couch throw blanket now. And I would recommend making it. I would make another one too. It definitely took up a lot of yarn though. I think I had to get like 6 skeins of the white and then 2 skeins of the blue to finish the whole blanket. The next thing that I made was this little cactus. I didn't buy the Woobles kit, but I had the pattern and I had extra yarn, and so I made the cactus out of this yarn. It was a gift for a coworker. He has a ton of plants and he's gifted me a ton of plants, to which I subsequently killed because I have a brown thumb. It is not good, but this was a plant that he didn't have to take care of, and I thought it was really cute. The one thing I will note is that the pot doesn't stay attached to the cactus, and I feel like that's a little bit frustrating, just like a little bit annoying, but I do think it's cool. I 100% could have sewed the pot on if I really wanted to, but the cactus itself was really cute. I'm glad I was able to finish that. The next thing I crocheted was just another flower trinket tray. This one is going by my bedside table for all of my jewelry, and I'm probably gonna make one more just to have like somewhere else in my house, somewhere where I want to put my rings, where I take my rings off a lot, probably like the bathroom, so that when I go to shower I don't have my rings on me. But I think they're just really cute. They're super easy to make and to build up, and the pattern was free, and I think the flowers are just, you know, really cute, and I like a little theme. And then the last thing that I am currently crocheting, it's not done yet, is this granny square sweater. So I'll put a picture up of the granny square that I am starting off with. I love the color pattern of this. I think it's so cool. The granny squares themselves are super easy to build up, really repetitive. It is just the basic granny square stitch, and you just make a massive one. I haven't done the sleeves yet, but that is something that I am currently working on. I finished the 2 big granny squares that would be used as the like the front and back panels. Hopefully this will be done relatively soon. I think I'm making pretty good progress. I just haven't had a lot of time since starting it, like since this new year started, to keep working on them. But I'm really excited for it to be done. I think this would be so cute to wear just in general. I'm excited to finish another project. So that is everything that I crocheted in 2024. I have a lot. I think I could do more, and I'm really excited for the things that I want to make in this upcoming year. I have so much yarn to go through. I have like a whole cubby of yarn that there's just so much of it, and I keep buying more. I just keep seeing more things that I want to make, and I buy the yarn and I get too excited and I just never finish them. So maybe this year, instead of like a makeup no buy, it's a yarn no buy. I'm super excited to keep crocheting. I think it's such a fun craft. I think I want to start to learn how to knit as well. I think it'd be cool to have knitting projects and crochet projects. I feel like that'd be so fun. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know this is kind of different than my normal content, but crocheting has become such like a passion of mine this past year. And honestly, I was thinking about either doing like a crochet with me vlog or maybe even crochet tutorials to try and teach, because I know that being left-handed, has a couple of challenges, just like all of the tutorials out there are right-handed, and it can be pretty tough to look at what they're doing and try and like flip it in your head. So you guys might be seeing more crochet content from me in the future. At the very least, I am gonna keep track of all the things I crochet in 2025, and hopefully next year when I do this video there will be many more things done, and maybe even like a finished project for these strawberry granny squares. Maybe, just maybe. I hope you guys are having a great day. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!